So this is a little bit different because, like, it is about abuse, and it's about abuse happening to somebody that is just like the greatest person that I think I've ever met. Like, somebody that's been really, really, just really good to me, and I hate to see him going through such a really hard time. And this is an in real life situation. And you guys might be able to relate to this because it's actually a new thing I've experienced, but I mean, at first hand, I've seen it many times as I'm from the South, and it seems like this type of scenario runs rampant as you this may be international, but we'll see. Greg, you're quit it. You good? All right. Okay, so listen, this is the scenario. I've been seeing this girl. She's awesome, really supportive of what I do, really just overall nice. She's got 2 kids, and the baby daddy is very just, I'm trying to not spin a narrative where he's just like this evil person, but so I've taken some time this week, and I've just been trying to be really supportive. But what essentially is happening is she is a very kind soul, and the male in the situation who is her ex-husband is not so kind. And I want to be completely transparent when I say I do not know this person. I don't know the ex-husband. He says that he knows me, but I do not know him at all. It's not about me. It's about how this is affecting me, watching somebody that's treating me so good go through something very stressful. So apparently, allegedly, the ex-husband is very, very abusive, and some stories that she's told me, I might go into a full-on investigation video. There is a lawsuit going on between them. There's a TPO, which is, if you don't know, is a restraining order keeping him away from her and their children. There's currently an ongoing custody battle, and I hate that she's having to go through this because she's such a just all-around great person, and she's been really great to me, and she's so stressed out, very depressed about the whole scenario. And I've watched their exchanges of words and things like that before the TPO was put in place, and the guy did seem like he was a very, very abusive person. He told her that because he couldn't hit her, he wanted to hit me. And again, I don't even know the guy. I was like, calm down, guy. Like, you're gonna have to slow your roll. But yeah, just things like that. And he would teach his children derogatory and racial slurs. And then the kids would come home, and then they would say these things, and the mother is not about that. She was very upset at these things. Did I say that he would tell his children to hit their mother? I guess jokingly, I don't know, but they would go home, and then they would be hitting their mom and slapping their mom, which, you know, doesn't hurt, at least physically. But she actually has voice recordings, and there's like I said, this is a case. This is an ongoing case. And the reason I feel like I need to talk about this is the ex-husband, for whatever reason, does not like me at all, which is crazy because I'm going to tell you again, I don't know this guy at not one bit. But apparently this started in 2012. So ladies and gentlemen, sit down, grab your tea. It's story time. All right, so way back in 2012, I worked for Walmart. That's right, Repzilla was a Walmart employee. And I loved working at Walmart. That's one of my favorite jobs to this day. But when I was working there, I met the current girl I'm seeing, and she was a coworker, and she was awesome then. And things between me and her didn't spark off because we both started talking to different people. And I went into a relationship and she went into a relationship, and then years later we reconnected a couple months ago when she hit me up and she was like, asked me if I wanted to go walking. We kind of picked up back where we left off, and she just got out of a divorce, and then she told me the story about how her ex-husband was absolutely 100% jealous of me because I guess she talked about me a little bit too much, and I could see where that would upset the ex-husband. However, he would get creepy about it, like to the point where I think he got a car, a G35 Infiniti, which is the same engine of my car, which is a Nissan 350Z, and he would go and he would be like, hey, I got this car and it's got the same engine as me, as Rep or Shane. And she was like, why did you do that? You know, and I'm like, other different things like that. I'm not sure myself I understand why somebody would do that, but definitely he had something out against me because this girl really liked me. But I guess it's just like something that he just couldn't come to terms with it, and completely would get upset with her about me. And I didn't realize the depth of how serious this was until like just a couple days ago. She goes to court. She put out a warrant for his arrest because she went to she was dropping her kids off at his trailer, and that's another thing. The living conditions is another thing. She did not like the fact that her ex-husband lived in a trailer, and she felt like it was just not satisfactory conditions for her children. And the place was really dirty. I'm told it smelled really bad, and it was just completely let go. I mean, there's a whole bunch I could put into this, but I'm just trying to keep to the main points before I'm gonna make a video about this with like all this evidence. Because when she was going over there, and she stopped by Walmart and she bought 2 new sippy cups, and because the sippy cups that he bought were like, you know, over time things erode where the kids were chewing on the sippy cup, bits and pieces were falling off, so she thought it was like a hazard, so she bought brand new ones. And then when she got over there, she dropped the kids off, and the ex-husband asked where the sippy cups were. Like, this was the thing, where's those sippy cups, you know? And she said, oh, I bought new ones. You know, she thought she was doing a nice thing. This guy got mad and said, go get them out of the trash. I mean, to the point where he was like in her face, pointing and spitting at her. She had to lock herself in her car, and at that point she brought out her phone to do a recording. So she was recording this whole thing as it was going down, and she was afraid for her life. She called the law. There's a restraining order now, a custody battle, and again, this girl has been nothing but nice to me, and I didn't realize how much this dude had it out against me until they had their first hearing in court the other day about the warrant for his arrest for the abuse and everything like that. And I don't know what happened, but her lawyer said that she didn't need to be there, and her ex-husband's lawyer wasn't going to be there. But when she showed up, the ex-husband's lawyer was there, and she was there by herself. So you can imagine how it went. And I'm told that the lawyer was friends with the judge. So she was put on trial, and she was completely ripped apart by these men. And when she said she wanted to play the recordings, all the recordings and all the evidence, the judge said it was irrelevant, yet let the ex-husband's lawyer play all the recordings and stuff and all these things that he had, which were just basically lies. And you're gonna not believe what their basis of their defense was. It was me. Yeah, it was me. They made that whole lawsuit about me. They said that the reason that the husband was in her face and spitting and beating on her car, and why it was because they said that she was using me to make him jealous, as if that's a good reason. And I was just blown back because their whole lawsuit, they talked about me, and I didn't do anything. I don't even know the guy. I can't believe this dude is so jealous of me that he and his lawyer made it all about me. And I mean, they were like talking about me. What do I do? They wanted to know if I was safe to be around her children. Do I have, like, what do I do for a living? And the funny thing was, and this is funny, she says in the court of law, she says, he's a YouTube celebrity. I'm not a YouTube celebrity. I told her for future reference, please just say I am a YouTube influencer, or at least not that. But anyways, so they had this a couple of hours in a court of law where they were just talking about me, cross-examining her about me. What did I do? How did I make money? And I'm sitting here thinking like, oh my God, this is crazy. Like, neither me or her thought that would happen. They even were bringing up pictures off of her personal Facebook account where me and her we'd be going out to the city and we'd just be hanging out. And they were saying that these pictures were put there to make the ex-husband jealous. And did you think that this was gonna hurt him? You knew what you were doing. Blah blah blah. I mean, it was horrible. Ripped her apart because her lawyer wasn't there. Needless to say, the warrant for his arrest was thrown out because the judge looked at her and said that she was lying. He didn't let her play her videos, didn't let her show her evidence, but told her that she was lying because he let them play their evidence. That's twisted, and she could not believe that they made the whole thing about me. And I am taken back by that, and that's why I've been taking time to support her, because she's been going through a hard time with all this, and now I feel like a lot more responsible for it than I did before, because I was completely staying out of it. It was a custody battle and a whole thing between her and her ex-husband, but then the ex-husband literally turned it into a Repzilla court case thing, and I'm sitting here like, well, should I have been there? Sounds like I was the one on trial there. But anyways, yeah, I know that a lot of you guys out there have probably went through similar situations. Have you ever been in a relationship with somebody that was going through a custody battle, was going through this type of abuse? The abuse, the things that I'm talking about, hell in comparison to the evidence that she has. And I'm probably going to make a video with all the evidence to show you guys, because it's a stressful situation in my life, because it's a stressful situation in her life, because she's so good to me. I feel like she doesn't deserve to go through these types of things that she's going through. I'm trying to be supportive the best I can. I was trying my damnedest to stay out of the whole situation because it had nothing to do with me. And then the ex-husband made it to do with me by saying she's making him jealous with me. That makes no sense. That is the court system in the South. But I just really want to know what you guys think about it. Like, you've been through these things. You've been through divorces. You know people that have went through custody battles. Maybe you were a child yourself that was going through these divorces. I want to know it from everybody's perspective. I want to know what you think about this, your opinions, your experiences with this, because I just want her to know that she has support, because she's really supporting me and really believes in everything that I do, and I believed in everything that she does. And yeah, just let her know that she has support and that the Rep Squad is here for her. And let those judges, lawyers that are against her know, because they're watching these videos. I don't know why they're so infatuated with me. Probably because I'm like the only YouTuber in this whole entire area. It's probably from the concept that I can make a living off of doing this as a career. But let her know that she has support, and I will probably make a full-on video about this. I know that this is an off YouTube matter, but I just want her to know that she has support. So with that being said, and as interesting as this is, I'd like to know what you think. So why don't you go ahead and leave your creative and or interesting responses in the comment box below. Thumbs up for those likes, and as always, brothers and sisters, I will see you in the next video. Because I know that you're repping and gregging, and how do you do that? You just subscribe with notifications turned on. Be in the comment section after every single video, cause I'm gonna be there, Greg the Cat's gonna be there, and the rest of the Rev Squad's gonna be there. And I expect to see you there too, cause this channel loves you.